Hello, beautiful souls, welcome back to Saatchi Studio, the place where timeless charm and dreamy home design come to life. I'm so excited you're here today because we are about to embark on a magical journey into the heart of classic beauty, the English cottage style. Today's inspiration is all about creating an English pastel garden bench setting, a cozy, delicate outdoor corner that feels like a page from an old fairy tale. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's dream together. Cozy pastel garden vibes. The perfect English cottage garden with pastel benches. When we think about an English cottage, certain images immediately come to mind: wildflowers dancing in the breeze, ivy climbing gently up stone walls, and garden paths that feel like secret passages. But there's one small, special detail that can transform any garden or even a simple backyard into a true English escape: the garden bench setting. The heart of this design is simplicity blended with romantic beauty. An English pastel garden bench becomes not just a place to sit, but a symbol of peaceful moments, a personal nook where you can sip tea, read your favorite novel, or simply watch the clouds roll by. Let's start first with the bench itself. In an English cottage garden, the bench is never flashy or modern. It's usually crafted from weathered wood, wrought iron, or sometimes a combination of both. The important thing is that it feels aged, loved, and timeless. The color is key. For our pastel dream, imagine shades like soft sage green, dusty rose, pale duck egg blue, or creamy buttermilk white. These colors aren't loud. They whisper. They invite you to come closer, to stay longer. The paint finish should look slightly worn, as if it stood proudly through gentle English rainstorms and golden summer afternoons. A distressed finish is perfect, a few chips here and there, revealing the wood underneath, making it feel lived in and authentic. Once we have our perfect pastel bench, we move on to the soft furnishings. Think about adding plump cushions and cozy throws, each carefully chosen in delicate shades. Floral prints are a must, patterns of tiny roses, lavender sprigs, or classic English country motifs. Mix and match fabrics with confidence. In the world of the English cottage, it's completely fine, even expected, that nothing matches exactly, yet everything harmonizes beautifully. Now, let's talk about the garden backdrop. An English bench doesn't sit stiffly in the middle of an open space. No, it almost hides itself among the blooms and vines, becoming part of the garden itself. Around your bench, plant fragrant flowers like lavender, foxglove, sweet peas, and English roses. Choose flowers that are not only pastel in color, soft pinks, creamy yellows, baby blues, but also feel a little bit wild and untamed. Add a few potted plants nearby in weathered terracotta pots or even old metal watering cans used as planters. Scatter them around casually, almost as if they just happened to grow there on their own. The goal is to create a setting that feels effortless, as though nature herself had a hand in its design. Lighting is another layer of magic. Imagine hanging a few fairy lights in nearby trees, or placing small lanterns along the path leading up to the bench. When evening falls, the gentle twinkle of lights makes the garden feel like a secret kingdom. Now, picture little details: a worn wooden crate used as a side table to hold a teacup and a book, a vintage garden sign tucked among the flowers that reads something sweet like "Welcome to my garden," or a simple painted "Rest a while." Perhaps a delicate lace runner draped casually over one side of the bench for that extra touch of softness. And don't forget, the atmosphere around the bench should tell a story. Place a forgotten pair of gardening gloves nearby, a straw hat resting on the bench, or an open book left on a cushion, as though someone had just stepped away and might return at any moment. All these little details work together to create what we call layered authenticity. It's about building a space that feels real, inviting, and full of character, rather than staged or overly polished. To truly embrace the English pastel garden bench setting, it's also important to let the seasons guide you. In spring, fill the surroundings with the tender blush of budding roses and soft green shoots. In summer, let wisteria drape itself over nearby trellises, filling the air with its sweet perfume. In autumn, let a few dried leaves scatter naturally around, and swap your pastel cushions for slightly deeper tones, dusty mauves, muted russets, and faded golds. In winter, the bench might wear a dusting of frost like a lace shawl. Even then, it holds its charm, whispering promises of spring. The true magic of an English garden bench setting lies not in its perfection, but in its imperfections. It's in the slightly crooked angle of a potted plant, the crumbling moss on a stone path, the faded edge of a cushion. All these imperfections weave together to create a tapestry of memories, nostalgia, and warmth. if you're creating this setting in a small urban backyard. Don't worry. Even the tiniest garden corner can transform into an English paradise. All you need is a lovingly chosen pastel bench, a few romantic plants, and a touch of creative imagination. And the best part? This is not just about designing a beautiful space. It's about crafting a daily experience, a ritual. Each morning, you can greet the new day on your bench with a cup of coffee. Each evening, you can watch the sunset paint your pastel world in hues of gold and pink. Over time, this little bench corner becomes your sanctuary, a place to slow down, to breathe, to dream. And every time a flower blooms beside it or a new layer of patina forms on the wood, your bench becomes even more beautiful, just like you, growing and evolving with time. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, dreaming up this beautiful English pastel garden bench setting. I hope this inspires you to create your own little slice of cottage heaven, no matter where you are. If you love this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our cozy Saatchi Studio family, because here, home design is more than just decor. It's about creating moments and memories that last a lifetime. Until next time, stay dreamy, stay creative, and as always, stay inspired. Bye for now.